I was wrong again. Which I will say this, that is fucking crazy that they've won back-to-back years in a row. Because like the trolling is all in good fun, but and then you gotta lean into it more and more because this year there was zero doubt in my mind that they weren't going to win the Super Bowl. Like throughout the season, I'm like, oh, this is just finally Chiefs Kingdom will go down type of thing. Like I'll get to kind of fuck with people and everything else, but they did it again. I mean, how many they've won? What, 3 Super Bowls in the last five years? Yo, Patrick Mahomes, he's on pace to be the greatest athlete of all time. By the time his career's not like, you know what I mean? It won't be something that you look back on his career and compare to the greats. He can be the greatest of all time, like while he's playing. I mean, I guess Tom was kind of doing that.
I think they're on the exact same pace.
Because Tom went to another team. It's like, oh, can he do it without Belichick? Which I'm sure that argument, like that fun little debate, I should just say it just for a clip too. Like, I should just be like, I mean, at what point is Mahomes going to win a Super Bowl without Andy Reid?
Or Travis Kelce?
That's what we need. Yeah, Andy Reid, Travis Kelce. I mean, he's had the perfect situation the entirety of his career. Like, let him go win one without Travis Kelce and Andy Reid, and then we can start talking about him being the greatest of all time. And cut.
You think the number one issue that people are talking about is the decision to receive on?
Yeah, I know. I understand. I understand the side on wanting to defer. To me, it's not clear cut that you want to like defer. Like if you go down and score a touchdown, but if the way everybody was talking was like, oh, it was known, like this is exactly what you should do. You should defer, you should defend. And then if they score, you go down and go for 2 points. Like it's just an absolute no-brainer. But they just got off the field. The defense just got off a long drive. Like everybody's gassed. And so the decision, like if you defend, you're also putting the defense back out there on the field when they probably need a breather. Like, yeah, it's overtime. It's a Super Bowl. It's what you play for and everything else. But I don't think it was like a dumb decision.
Yeah.
If you go down and score, I think you do have to think about, do we go for 2 here? Because again, it's like if you get the 4th down, are you punting? If the Niners score, the Chiefs get 4 downs every possession, which is like, yeah, high stress, but at least you get 4 downs to get a first down. So I don't think it's like that clear cut of a decision that you just have to defend. Like I saw Big Cat saying this is the dumbest sports Super Bowl decision of all time, and it's like, Big Cat, he's gonna die on the hill of whatever he believes in the analytics world without. I have no clue, but to me, it wasn't that definitive that you had to defend. What are your thoughts, JP?
Well, I just think the tough part was Juszczyk and some of the other 49ers players saying we had no idea about the rule. In that, and so that was where the whole preparation, like everybody's getting on Kyle Shanahan because he's 0-3 in Super Bowls. His team wasn't prepared for that overtime. They didn't know the rules, so that's just kind of. I don't know. I'm a Kyle Shanahan fan, but
same. Which is insane because the ref did an incredible job explaining it, like on the field in real time. Like I had forgotten until the rules were up there and everything else. I was like, oh shit, they're both getting the possession. I mean, if that's the case and they regret taking the ball, then that's fully on. That's bad. That's not fully preparing. But to me, it's like no matter what, you got to go down, you got to score. And if you score, you have that, you have that momentum. Fuck, man. They did it, though. I mean, what a fucking Super Bowl. It was boring in the first half. I caught myself. I even started to doze one time. But second half was electric. It was a great Super Bowl. Man, I felt so shitty on that first drive for CMC fumbling that rock. But then the Chiefs did it, so it's like, okay, that's a wash. They both have very big time fumbles that shouldn't have happened. First half, I felt like the Niners dominated the first half, even though the score didn't reflect that. Like I thought, outside of a couple explosive plays that they gave up to kind of allow the Chiefs to get their 3 points or make it interesting, I thought the Niners really they were the more physical football team in the trenches. And then that second half, man, kind of going back and forth and everything else, and just Mahomes, last drive, Super Bowl, OT, what a kick.
Yeah, I think the ultimate shot in the foot was when they fumbled the punt. Yeah. So big. God.
Sick, bro. Sick.
That's what made it seem scripted.
Hey, the scripted, right before I walked on the bus, Clump just sent me an article, like, I want to say the local Sports Illustrated in Vegas. There's an article up now, shocking. Former Las Vegas Raider shocks the NFL world, saying it's all fake.
Are you the former Las Vegas Raider?
Dog. Obviously I put that one up last night, like you chuckling, being like, oh, this will be funny for like Chiefs Kingdom and everything else. But I mean, that fucking tweet, I wake up this morning and people are like, I have no clue. It's such a wild troll that it's like, it's like I'm projecting because I lost my $5,000 bet. I'm also getting the troll and lean into it being fake because that was such a headline like a year ago and everybody was having fun with it. So I'm like leaning into that to almost like troll the people who say it's fake. But the people who who are like saying that it's real are so mad that I'm leaning into that. It's like, oh, you got to understand the influence you have on these idiots. And it's like, what are we fucking talking about? Like, it's Twitter. But anyway, we're going viral right now from me saying that yeah, yeah. I saw DB too, Darren. He was like, bro, what's up with you? And then I saw a couple people under his comments. He's a Barstool guy now. He just wants click, and he's like, facts. I'm just thinking, man, what are people going through in their heads that they're so upset with some good old fashioned Twitter fun, like DB, like I just wasn't a little fuckboy in the locker room all the time. But yeah, and also the massive partnership shout out. Here, let's stay on the Super Bowl for a second. I feel so bad for Dre Greenlaw.
Oh.
Wasn't it Achilles?
You can see it snap.
Bro, Dre Greenlaw, like maybe one of the unluckiest injuries of all time. Like being that hype, like being on that defense and being a cat like Dre Greenlaw on that defense, being excited. Like my man is just hyped to get out there and go fucking hunt again. And just to get sniped with your Achilles and he just drops to the ground before they go out there, that is brutal, man. George almost went down. You saw the boy go back to the locker room, get the little shoulder sleeve on, and come back out ready to go. By the way, that cat too, right before George came in, that backup tight end got that holding call. Fuck. Oh, which it was a holding call, or was it?
Probably not. Everything that needed to happen for Pat Mahomes to have the opportunity for a game-winning drive happened.
Yeah.
But you also got to hit on one of the main storylines of the game, Travis Kelce versus Andy Reid. That was crazy.
That was crazy. Travis Kelce getting pissed off at Andy Reid and kind of chest checking him like that. Like that was nuts. That was nuts. Never like I was about to say I've never seen no shit like that. I mean, obviously you see players get heated and get upset with their coach, but for a guy like Travis Kelce, that high up on the team, like that much history, like just being that kind of guy on the Kansas City Chiefs and being tight with Andy Reid, to do that little chest check. And what are they in here too? I think it's like the first quarter.
I think it was
the end of the first, start of the second.
No, I think it was right when that fumble happened, and he was pissed that he wasn't in the game for it.
Like he wasn't still gonna. Well, I don't understand. Like he wasn't still gonna fumble the ball or what?
No, I think like maybe like the play call would have been different if he was in the game.
Yeah, but bro, losing your composure like that and in that fashion and having that like it's very documented that Travis Kelce plays with a lot of passion. Like he's had instances where he gets pissed off. He's mad at the refs. He's mad at a call. He's mad about something, right? But that little chest check was insane. Like that was insane. and everybody else saying like, if it would have been somebody else, they'd be. I mean, yeah, probably, but Travis Kelsey's clearly he's not going to get benched. But bro, if you were Travis, I'm curious to know too. Like as he got pissed off and chest checked him and kind of seen Andy stumble, like in your mind, like I don't know, I would probably be like, oh shit, hey, that's my bad. That dude was so pissed, and that was absurd.
Could you imagine if he actually knocked him over?
Lucky Andy's athlete.
Yeah. I mean, he basically made him stumble, and then it like, you're setting some. Everyone's watching the Super Bowl, right? Like everybody who looks up to Travis Kelsey is like, it's kids show. Kids are watching. SpongeBob, man. You got the Nickelodeon crew out there watching. You can't be chest checking your head ball coach like that. Like there's got to be that level of respect that you always keep and never go over that line. And that was the line. You went over that line chest checking Andy Reid.
And I don't know how the Chiefs are set up. Does Andy Reid call the plays or does the OC?
Oh,
because it's like isn't Matt Nagy responsible for like who's going in and out?
Yeah. But if you're Andy, it's like, what do you fucking like? Jesus, fucking go on the sideline. Well, what do you? Yeah, okay, we'll get it right. Take it, fucking relax.
Like Andy Reid though, handled himself so well because a lot of coaches would fire back and be like, "I'm top dog here. Like you don't talk to me like that. You don't push me." And he kind of just stay composed. I can't remember who pulled Travis back really quickly, but they kind of just went with it. And in the post game, Andy was like, the guy just wants to be in there. And he's just like, at the end of the day, he just loves the ball. So
that's what I'm saying, though. It speaks to how good their relationship is. That does not mean and justify what Travis did at all.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, you see how close the relationship is that it would be like that. I'm sure Travis does, like, oh, I shouldn't have done that in the heat of the moment. Andy knows that he's such a passionate player and everything else, but there should still be zero space for doing that. You would love to see him try to chest check Vrabel like that. Vrabel's putting him in the ground, dude.